that right, Timmy?
No comment.
Guys and girls. They might not be calibers, they might not be. But it's just, yeah. Right, anyway. Mark 3 Focus RS. It's not Phil's. It's a black Mark 3 Focus RS, but his is not here. His is not that race car. Having all the software created, calibrated with those guys up there. So this is a new customer. Always excited to have new customers in. Obviously, not returning loyal customers, of course, but always get a kick out of a new customer. And he's from Surrey area, the same, not too far away from where Robert is, the Stealth Grey one that we've done all the work on with our methanol and all that sort of stuff, with the big spoiler on the back. That is back here as well, because I went and picked that up. A busy weekend, so went and picked that up on Saturday afternoon, Timmy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then yesterday, Sunday, met this gentleman up the garage, and he came down and dropped it off. So I've not got this for very long. We're up against it on this one a bit, and we got it for 3 days. So we're doing. Well, we'll show you on the bench in a second. But so this car is a mount tune equipped. It is mount tune, not just a badge on it. I think it's an M400M, I think, or X, whatever it is. M, I think, because it's the X they recommend you put fortune terms and like the extra torque and whatever it is. But so it's having one of our big brake kits for the front. High spec are going like mad now just to get that finished off because I'll need that Desperado. It's having different colour blue calipers. Normally we have our sky blue, rubber blue, whatever you want to call it, calipers like on Phil's. He's not going for that. He wants like a Ford Performance blue, so we've done that for him. We'll show you the braided lines in a sec, similar sort of colour. And with white logos, just the front only. At the moment, he's got fitted, if you take a look down there, look to me, he's got mount tune upgrades. He's got mount tune upgraded, 2-piece, brake setup, with a disc and bell, race grooved, different pads, etc., etc. So on the rear, he's got a Rayland upgraded disc, a bit bigger, uses the same stock carrier caliper. That's staying, we're not messing around with that. The only thing that we will be changing is the braided lines, because the colour's changing. So, big brake kit on the front, 395 kit, because it's got stock forged wheels, and 395 is what we run on there, because it's got the spacer built into the hub. It's a hub spacer belt, 2-piece, obviously it's going to have the 16-row cross-through. As we run on ours, as Phil runs, he wants all the noise and drama. DS25 pads, race brake fluid and all that sort of stuff. And the braided lines, 50mm offset, 50mm spacer, sorry, built into the spacer belt, so it'll, same as what we've done on Joe's, same as what we've done on that Heritage RS, same as what we've done on Thomas's with the white kit, etc. So Derek's over in Ireland, all the same, because they wanted to keep the forged wheels application. Rears, we'll show you in a sec, we'll put on the H&R hub-centric spacers like we did on Joe's, isn't it? So it's a similar setup we did on Joe's, just a different colour caliper and a different finish on the disc. The other thing which we're doing is, all the front end will be ripped off here, we'll pull the gearbox out of it because this runs still the stock clutch. We're going to be putting in one of our TTV Racing 215mm twin plate ceramic plates, dry plates we're going to use on it, which we'll show you in a sec. Phil's got the 231, this is got a 215, we just reduced it down, Ben's reduced it, compacted it, so we'll see what results we get from that. New concentric stay, new flywheel bolts, we can use stock flywheel bolts with this, we don't have to use ARP custom ones like in Phil's, so we've just gone in a slightly different direction with that. He's already got a quite diff fitted, mount tune fitted that for him, so he was telling me, we had a chat yesterday, fitting a breather plate, mount tune one, we'll show you that in a sec. Mount tune inlet manifold, we're fitting that, again we'll show you that in a sec. What else are we doing there, Timmy? Raised wheel nuts, so I've got a baffle sump, sorry, so we're going to drop we'll do the gearbox first, support it at the end, then we'll swap it, support the gearbox, drop the sump down, we'll do the balance shaft delete, get rid of that, put the balance shaft delete blank in it, and then we'll baffled sump, our own baffled sumps, which we do now. As far as I'm aware, mount tune are the only ones that, you have to buy the whole sump, or the control system they call it. You don't need all that. So we've developed something, so Julian down at Proform has developed the baffle plate for us, you know, with the rubbers and all that sort of stuff, the rubber flat. But it all been done. That's already been done. So we'll whip the sump off, whip that down to Julian tomorrow. He'll drill and fabricate all that up, done, and then see them all back up to me, innit?
That's it, yeah.
Braised wheel nuts. He's having the black ones. They're fantastic. The standard ones are garbage because they're just the normal chrome nut. They just swell up, and then a 19 becomes, you know, you're gonna tap a socket on it, then it becomes, that falls off. So it's like 20, and then it falls off, and it becomes an 18. It looks ugly. Bin them, get rid of them. Typical Ford. Don't bother about putting something a bit decent on it. They just use the same wheel nut as what's on your basic car. So all about that.
Conveniently, I've had to do that already.
Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it? So we get them, we out them, and put on the race, you know, alloy, super light. They come in the locker as well. Hard anodized. In this application, he's having them in black. You can have them in blue, silver, gunmetal, and all that sort of stuff. So, but we'll show you them when we get them. Viewers that follow us would have seen them before. I think that's about it, mate, innit? So we thought we'd just open this, you know, video and crack on, just, you know, tell you what we're up to. We'll spin the camera around now, Timmy, go to the bench. Let's start here, look. So, mounting breathe plate, it's all strip ready to go in it. All your nuts and bolts and gaskets and all that sort of stuff to go with the, I'll say, breathe plate. You've got the mounting manifold. They're quite difficult to get hold of, but he managed to get one. Moving on. 15mm obcentric spacer for the rear. We always use H&R. Can't really go wrong with that. Superb quality. German engineering, yeah?
Yep.
Right. He's got some BMB stickers that he's assuming he wants us to put on there, on the other ones for the wheels and the inserts in there, I suppose. Right. This sort of colour, so this is our braided alarm kit specifically for, as you can see, on the front it's banjos, on the rear it's not, it's just mode, so that stays standard because he hasn't changed the calipers on the pack. It changes when you have a big brake kit all round. But yeah, that's like the performance blue. So the calipers would be similar to that. He didn't want the bright blue or bright blue, he wanted to go a bit different, fine. Twin plate, so steel billet, lightweight flywheel, and it is quite light. Compared to, you know, still going to have a bit of weight to it, but yeah, it's, so you get rid of the dual mass, that's going, balance shaft, look, whenever you do that, you lose refinement. That's just, the downside is you lose refinement, you get a bit of gear train chatter, but you can't have the best of both worlds. It's one or the other. That's the way it is. Alright, this is the clutch. Alright, so you've got the basket. We're not talking about shopping here, Timmy. We are shopping because we, you know, you sort of like comes from their shop. Yeah?
Yep.
So yeah, so basically you just build it up. Cage, basket, whatever you want to call it. It's all marked up. Look, you know, your gearbox, your flow, your engine, whatever. So that goes in there. Obviously then partition in there, X plate on. We'll line them all up, spline to spline. So it's nicely. New concentric slate. Forward obviously, flywheel bolts. That's the bolts for the flywheel. Alright, all your torque settings and all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty much it for that. The only thing we're missing to me is the wheel nuts, which we'll have tomorrow, and the big brake kit.
Yep.
So this will all be fitted, and then we'll have to make room for the big brake kit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So to be continued. See you soon. Right, fast forward, guys and girls. Yeah, gearbox is out. Gearbox is on the floor. Yeah. Right, so we took the cover off and the clutch drive plate. There's a little bit of wear still left in it. It's not completely gone yet. Still the original clutch, dual mass. So anyway, for the dual mass, right, we say it's still the original Ford, it's made by UK. Sort of stamp on there. Right, so dual mass, yeah. Obviously you're allowed a bit of free plate. You have to. It has to be able to move, and it's got to have some sort of like spring in its doing, but not like that. All right, so you've got your lateral, right, and then your vertical. Look at that, look. Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's 3-part. Yeah. 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 We use that word because we're not swearing, are we? Yeah. No. Profanic, yeah? Profanic, I think it is. Is that the word? I think that's the word, isn't it? When comes up with the MOT thing, isn't it? You put in a word when you're doing the test results, and it's profanic, which means that it's naughty. It won't let you. It won't accept it to me, will it?
No.
It'll tell you to delete. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. That's coming off anyway. I don't care about that. It's having a steel billet TTV race flywheel, and then we're going to show you the clutch. So we'll get all that cleaned up, check everything, get it built up, and we get that back in. Obviously new concentric slave or bolts, blah blah blah. Get it all torqued up, get that in, and then we'll go to the next phase. So once we've done that, then we'll drop then we can support. Well, we won't need to support anything because it'll all be supported. Don't need to support it when you take the sump down. And we'll drop the sump down, do that bit. Big brake kit will be here today. Really exciting. Different colour blue than what we normally do. Anyway, just talking about the brakes, just to show you the disc. Right, so what he's opted for, I can see why he's calling it a day with the brakes, because the pads are nearly gone. They'll be on metal in a minute. Now he must drive this hard, or he's, I mean, I know he Davies it, but the rear's all right. So he's got the Mount Tune two-piece ones. Now they're made by, it says like Mount Tune by Rayland. So Rayland's the ones that make this, and you can see the race screws. We call these race screws because that's what they are. Effectively, that's what high spec call them. They're gone. Look, they've disappeared. Look, they're going to be gone in a minute. That just tells you, right? That just tells you how worn them front discs are. Isn't it to me?
Yeah.
The other side's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a normal disc.
Another side's just a normal disc. So, yeah, definitely time for a change. So, but he's not having that set up anyway. So, although the rears will still stay race screw, he wants the 16 cross drilled, because he wants all the noise and drama. Obviously, anything cross drilled, you're going to be, it's just science that it's going to weaken the disc a little bit. You may get some like hairline cracks appearing. That just comes with territory. If you want cross drilled, that's what's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that. If you don't want that to happen, then don't have it have a race screw. But you won't get all the noise and drama that you do out of the 16 row. So that's what he's opted for. He knows the score, and he knows what could happen. Doesn't always happen, but that's the risk that goes with it. I mean, you're not going to explode or fall to bits or anything. All right, so it's still quite safe, even if you do get a few hairline cracks. But yeah, so that's it. So loads to do to me.
Yeah.
So without further ado, I think I better let you crack on, mate. So yeah, guys and girls, we'll catch up very soon.